Hey, it's Heather and Jim, and we're gonna go to Six Flags on a Friday night. It's really nice out. It is currently 84 degrees.
It's awesome.
It should be a good time. Park's only open till 8. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna see how it is on a Friday night, and also I'm gonna tell you some of my thoughts about some things that I'm kind of worried about with Six Flags. So you want to go? Got room in the back? What is that noise?
I don't know.
That noise signifies that we're going to Six Flags and we're going on a mini Midwest adventure. You want to join me, Heather?
I'll join you.
Awesome. Do you want to join me? All right, cool. Let's go. Well, for a Friday night, it looks like it's packed. So let's go inside, see how bad it is. Man, I really hope all of these people in this parking lot are in the water park, as I want to ride some rides. While we're driving through this parking lot, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time we either go live. Well, hey, what's this? They gonna do this again? Awesome. We're gonna have to go see it this time. I wonder if they're gonna add it to the movie. Hey, let's go to closeout. Let's see here. Oh, no closeouts today. It's locked. And of course, we have the 5 or 6 pillars still sitting here. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. This fully capable ride is just sitting here. It's not open because of budget cuts. But it was open by the time we left. See if the flowers are still blooming over here. I don't think so. Oh, there's a line coming out of the queue on Shazam because they don't have the queue set up properly. They need to put the chain down. There's the Log Flume. You want to ride the Log Flume with me? I hear Mr. Freeze in the background. I wonder if they have both sides open today off the Log Flume. Doesn't look like there's a line, but there's the music, copyrighted music. And it looks like they have only one side of the Log Flume open. Only one side. Oh well. There's a Colossus, the Dragon's Wing, and Mr. Freeze. Let's go see if Midwest Joe's. Here it is. Get your iPhone 8. You got 3 chances. Pick one of those up. You can get yourself an iPhone 8. They got only one of the sides open, but they don't have water going down. They don't have water going down the drop. Interesting. Well, that took forever. There's the ride. That's the train after mine. Well, like I said, that took forever. That was the worst wait time. I think it was about an hour to get on that ride. Here's the train. Okay, so far I'm having a Six Flags day. That's not necessarily a good thing sometimes. But on the next ride, you ever use one of these things? It's like having a shot. Man, it's like super alcoholic. Looks like I won't be seeing the Keeping It Together presentation at Miss Kitty's because it's way past 4:30. Maybe this weekend. Who knows? Oh well. Well, you can't see the Christmas stuff anymore. They took it, they put some drapes up. Yeah, you can't see Christmas stuff in here, but they still have the Christmas facade on the wall. I don't know, this is so weird. Okay, there's foul ball. What did this used to be? I have no idea. I know that there was a pillar. Is this the same place for the Sky Ride? Right in here. Used to be up right in this concrete, a pillar for the Sky Ride. They used to have a 6-foot man eating chicken, which was a 6-foot man eating a chicken leg. But what in the world was this? Well, they finally put a Dippin' Dots in here. They probably did this weeks ago, but I remember seeing the freshly laid pad and wondering what exactly they're gonna put in here. Ended up being a Dippin' Dots. I see Midwest Heather. She's at Moose Burger. Let's go meet up with her. Hey, Midwest Heather. You want to go to Moose Burger?
I don't think it looks open.
Now let's take a look inside. Is this abandoned? The TV screens are on. But this place looks empty. Look at this. There's my friend, the moose. What's the moose's name? Maybell? He's one of them.
I think the female is Maybell.
Okay.
I don't know what the other one's.
But you will touch this button over here and get this guy to talk. If it was open, I'd do it. I've done it in the past. But oh well, this looks like it's closed.
I know earlier in the season it was app only, but there's just something about it that makes it look abandoned. Now that's just a conspiracy theory. Don't assume that that's true. It just looks really different.
Today it looks like it's abandoned. It's all locked up.
Let us know if you know something.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have been tipping me off on some pretty cool stuff. I want to thank you.
Is Midwest Heather observant or is she just paranoid?
Yeah, well, leave a comment in the comments. Moose Burger. I know I've covered this in the past, but did you know that we had 2 mine trains? This was the second mine train. Can you see where it came out of the building, went around, went through that building, and then had a track? It moved to Dollywood, but it's no longer at Dollywood. Where are we going, Heather?
Mine train.
You know what I was thinking? Six Flags Chicago doesn't have something like this. You can only find this right here in St. Louis, right? There's a lot of stuff that is in this park that Chicago has, but they don't have one of these. But you know what? They also have a lot of stuff in Chicago that we don't have. We can sit in the back. That's my favorite seat. 2 train ops on this ride. They didn't have it on American Thunder.
I think that this coaster runs better with 2 trains on it. I've seen it run 3 trains before. Have you ever seen it run 3 trains? I don't
remember. They remind me to stay seated. You know, one time on this ride, they sent us out of the station without locking the bar.
And there were 2 little girls, and there were 2 little girls in front of us. So we rode it once, and there were two little tiny girls in front of us. And if you've ever ridden this, the same lever controls 3 rows at a time. And suddenly, it wasn't locked anymore. And we had to hold on to it tight the whole time. And I'm so glad we were on there, because I don't know if those little ones could have held on.
That was during Fright Fest when I think...
And we were frightened.
It was like 2018?
It's been a while.
How was your ride?
Scary.
It was.
Fantastic. Once your ride comes up with a complete stop by, attendants will unlock your restraints, and you guys can enter to a seat number D and move circles in places of mints, and have a great rest of your day here at 60.
So back to the second mine train. They turned that into a standard roller coaster back in the 80s, and it was called the Railblazer. And they had an accident, and someone fell off the ride and passed away. But they only have this version of the mine train left. I'm happy it's still here. I'm happy that we're not standing up on it, because those rides hurt. Okay, just got off the mine train. I rode it with Midwest Heather, but she took off. I don't know where she went. She's probably going on to the next ride. Oh, she's down here. But it was a very smooth ride. It seems like they did something towards the end of the ride. Cleaned up the track a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But having a good time here at Six Flags St. Louis on a Friday night after work. Of course. What did you think of the ride?
It was fun. It was very fun.
Yeah?
How about you?
Is that it?
I've been on it a million times. I always enjoy that ride.
That was a very in-depth trip report. Thank you.
Well, how many times have
It was
you been
good.
on that ride?
We've been on it a lot. Very enjoyable. I enjoyed it. It was scary. Some girl gave the Lift Hill guy her number, and she's gonna give her a call. Good luck if you're watching this. Well, this is the Skyscraper. This is one of the rides that makes this park unique from the Chicago one. Chicago does not have anything like this. This is a pretty cool ride. Looks like it's not running right now. There's people in the queue, and they're waiting for a phone call from maintenance, I guess.
I can tell you one thing. So normally I wear like jeans or shorts, but I went for maximum comfort tonight and I wore a dress. The downside of that is I was paranoid the whole time. I have pockets in my dress, but I was paranoid the whole time that I was going to lose my phone. So
Why didn't you give it to your husband?
I didn't think about it. It didn't bother me until we were on the ride. So maybe wear something with back pockets.
Yeah.
Just for safety's sake. Then you're sitting on it.
Breaking news, they just shut down the Skyscraper. All these people in line have to leave the line and go ride something else.
Hey, Midwest Jim, remember that one time we got stuck on the Skyscraper at the very
Yes,
top?
absolutely. That was not fun.
You know, I was okay until they started lowering us, and there was something about that was extra terrifying. I know we have to come down.
Hey, how late is the park open tonight?
Until 8.
I was told 7.
Oh, here, let's check the app. Yesterday, the app said 8.
Okay, well, she's checking the app. We're going to talk about something else. The piece of property that previously had this ride called the Tidal Wave. You left the Q station, went up this hill, went all the way up here, came down here, splash, and there's a bridge that went over it. And you loop back around and you go back in the Q station. Well, I don't think they're going to do anything to this property for a long time. In fact, I don't think this park's going to be around in the next 5 years. Depending on what I've heard from the internet and what I heard during the sales call, the stock call. I'm a stock member. Now, the stock wasn't doing too well in the beginning of the week, but today it's up. Very confusing. I can't really comment on anything because I don't know. But they claim they lost 4 million guests because they decided to take away what?
The all-season meal plan.
And he claims, and when I say he, I can't remember his name, the president of this company, he claims he's going to bring it back next year in some way. I doubt it's going to be all you can eat, right? Or 2 meals a day? Because they claim they lost money.
But going back to like a minute ago, learn from Midwest Heather's mistakes. Yes, we do close at 7 tonight. Up here, when you're looking at your app, you have to make sure you're looking at the correct park.
Right,
and I
I've
was
done that.
looking at Great America, which closes at 8 tonight.
Yeah, I've done that before. And then the other thing that I just remembered, our president of this park, each park has a president, and there was about 6 other parks that the president stepped up at a meeting, and they all got fired because they had ideas. That's kind of scary. Is that scary?
I fully regret buying the pass that we bought this year.
Yeah.
Because we spent a lot of money. We spent like at least $160, and that's before the 4-meal plan that we can't get to work right. So
what it comes down to is that they don't want to spend money. That's why these rides are not open. Because they don't want to spend money. They don't want to spend 75 cents more for their employees. They don't want to give raises. They have a freeze on the raises. And it shows. You got rides that just sit half the day or maybe the whole day. And then the people they're hiring people and not paying them anything. These are the people that are in charge of your lives while you're riding these rides. They're very dangerous. You have to go through a lot of training. I would trust somebody who is paid to pay attention, not play with their phone, to pay attention to the train while it's out on the course. Pay them what they need to be paid. Man, I can't believe they fired our park president just because he stepped up. Oh, and the other thing is this. They claim it was like unwritten rule, not rule, but it was unwritten that they weren't bringing back Holiday in the Park. Well, and they said they weren't going to bring it back chain-wide. Well, guess what? In the sales call, or the stock call, he referenced Holiday in the Park 3 times. He said that they can't project how much they're going to make for Fright Fest or Holiday in the Park. Now, I thought Holiday in the Park was done. No more. Apparently, they're going to try it. I don't know if they're going to do it in St. Louis, but I can tell you this. This is going to be the worst Fright Fest. I'm predicting this is the worst Fright Fest. And you could try out with your own character this year for Fright Fest. What that tells me is that they ran out of ideas and they're not really going to be training you very well, because those people that did all the great training are no longer employed by Six Flags. Good luck this year. And then we found this. Holy you see this?
that's what I said. Don't go in.
This is a unsecured Excalibur that anybody can just walk on in, take a look at the ride, and fall in the pit. They don't have it locked up. I showed this footage to a security guard on the way out, and he didn't care one bit. He just said, okay. Yeah, it's got oil. see anybody working over here, but there's oil. I got this guy wide open.
I'm starting to think that Six Flags St. Louis has an unhealthy relationship with Excalibur. It's just like they won't give up, but they're always shut down. There's definitely more days that they're not open than that they are, and they're clearly doing some work on it, but
They got stuff like this. The gate just left open.
yeah, but there's probably a worker who's doing something since there's tools.
I don't see a worker.
Right. They may have not locked it. I'm not going to make an assumption.
Close it up. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay, so stuff like that makes me worry because riding on the roller coasters, they can be dangerous. They can unlock. They can do anything. You mistakenly not hit a button to lock or something stupid like that. This place is kind of turned into a safety risk. So we got 10 minutes left before they close the park for the day. Looks like Supergirl's not running Skyflyer. Oh well. Boy, they really got their music loud today. I don't think we'll be able to use any of this video. There's the boss. Is it open? I believe it is. You want to take a shower?
I'm good. I took one not that long ago.
You first.
Well, it was a short trip today. We just came for a little bit after we got off work. And it's time to head home. But we had a Six Flags evening.
Yes, we did. And you know what that means? That could be a good thing or a bad thing. You take a guess and let me know in the comments what kind of Six Flags evening you think we had.
It was fun.
4 flags? 1 flag? Not good, right?
I think it was fine.
It was okay.
We knew we didn't have much time. Even if it was closing at 8, we still wouldn't have had a ton of time.
All right. Go Battlehawks. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. And if you don't know how to subscribe, you're not logged into YouTube, Google it. You need a Gmail, and that's your license. Now, our content is free, but if you want to help us out, make sure you like us and subscribe. Right, Heather?
And make sure to hit the notification bell.
And you can always contact us at
MidwestFunPage@gmail.com.
Thank you very much to the people that sent me some information. I'm not gonna rat you out, but thank you very much. It opened my eyes up. Thank you again. Bye. Look at this. They serve Bud Light at the pizza place now? That's awesome. Pretty cool. That might not be open, but the low sensory room is open. Let's take a look, see if this is still a good low sensory room. Or did it get Six Flagsified? What I mean by Six Flagsified, it's kind of like when a ride shows up and the theming's there, and then 5 years later, the theming's gone. Now, let's see how cool this room is. Oh, they still got a lot of cool stuff in here. I don't think they use this too much. Well, good job, Six Flags. You did that right. Well, here we go. We got something set up for Fright Fest. Here. This was a clock. It is kind of pretty now that I look at it. You know, what can I say? I want to see this park thrive. But the news that came out over the last week just doesn't seem like they're thinking about our park. They don't have Six Flags St. Louis in mind in the future. Oh well, right?
I still can't hear you.
Oh well. So as we all leave and go to the car, can't say we've seen a lot of the mass exodus at Six Flags in a long time, because I can't remember the last time we were here at closing time. But as usual, the ice cream place is open and they got a long line. And look at this.
So they just switched to Tillamook ice cream. We tried it here. It was so good that we started buying it at home. It is really creamy and delicious.
These people are all in for a treat because this ice cream is amazing. You can get it at Schnucks, right?
Yeah, Schnucks, Deerbergs.
In fact, I think we're gonna stop on the way home and get some of this ice cream.
You should definitely try the mint chip because the chocolate chips are actually mint flavored.
Awesome. If you like the video, give us a like. And please subscribe for more findings on what I found out about Six Flags. Please subscribe and give us a big old thumbs up. There will be more information in the next video.